Holy shit. So Zelensky and Vance and Trump and the media met at the White House. By now you've seen the footage, but if you haven't, I'm going to show it to you. Trump made an absolute fucking ass out of himself. J.D. Vance made an absolute fucking ass out of himself. It devolved into a shouting match. Without question, Donald Trump is the biggest embarrassment to ever occupy the People's House.
You're coming on the air right now because Ukraine's President Zelensky is at the White House for a high-stakes meeting with President Trump, and it has already gotten heated. We are just now getting a look at the beginning of that meeting, the media spray, where reporters are there to ask questions, and already a heated exchange between President Trump, President Zelensky, and Vice President Vance. Take a look.
And don't feel now, but you will feel it in the future. God bless.
You don't know that.
God bless. God bless. You will not have a word.
Don't tell us what we're going to feel. We're trying to solve a problem. Don't tell us what we're going to feel.
I'm not telling you.
Because you're in no position to dictate that.
That's exactly
Remember
what
this. You're in no position to dictate what we're going to feel. We're going to feel very good.
You will feel influence.
We're going to feel very good and very strong.
You will feel influence.
You're right now not in a very good position. You've allowed yourself to be in a very bad position, and he happens to be right about it.
From the very beginning of the war.
You're not in a good position. You don't have the cards right now. With us, you start having cards. Right now, you don't. You're playing cards. You're playing cards. You're gambling with the lives of millions of people. You're gambling with World War III. You're gambling with World War III. And what you're doing is very disrespectful to the country, this country. That's back to you. Far more than a lot of people said they should have.
Have you said thank you once this entire meeting? No, in this entire meeting, have you said thank you? You went to Pennsylvania and campaigned for the opposition in October. Offer some words of appreciation for the United States of America and the president who's trying to save your country.
Please, you think that if you will speak very loudly about the war,
He's not speaking loudly. He's not speaking loudly. Your country's in big trouble.
Can I
Wait a minute. No. You've done a lot of talking. Your country is in big trouble.
I know.
You're not winning. You're not winning this. You have a damn good chance of coming out okay because of us.
Mr. President, we are staying in our country, staying strong from the very beginning of the war. We've been alone, and we are thankful. I said thanks
you haven't
in
been
this
alone.
cabinet.
You haven't been alone. We gave you, through this stupid president, $350 billion. We gave you military equipment, and you men are brave, but they had to use our military.
What about
if you didn't have our military equipment, this war would have been over in 2 weeks.
In 3 days. I heard it from Putin. In 3 days. This is something
maybe less.
In 2 weeks. Of course, yes.
It's going to be a very hard thing to do business like this. I tell you.
Say thank you.
Said a lot of
accept that there are disagreements, and let's go litigate those disagreements rather than trying to fight it out in the American media when you're wrong. We know that you're wrong.
But you see, I think it's good for the American people to see what's going on.
I understand, sir.
I think it's very important. That's why I kept this going so long. You have to be thankful. You don't have the cards. You're buried there. Your people are dying. You're running low on soldiers. Listen, you're running low on soldiers. It would be a damn good thing. And then you tell us, I don't want a ceasefire. I don't want a ceasefire. I want to go, and I wanted this. Look. If you could get a ceasefire right now, I tell you, you take it so the bullets stop flying and your men stop getting killed.
Of course, we want to stop the war.
But you're saying you don't want a ceasefire.
But I said to you,
I want a ceasefire.
With guarantees.
Because you'll get a ceasefire faster than an agreement.
Ask our people about ceasefire, what they think.
That wasn't with me. That wasn't with me. That was with a guy named Biden, who was not a smart person. That was with Obama.
It was your president.
Excuse me. That was with Obama, who gave you sheets, and I gave you javelins.
Yes.
I gave you the javelins to take out all those tanks. Obama gave you sheets. In fact, the statement is Obama gave sheets and Trump gave javelins. You got to be more thankful, because let me tell you, you don't have the cards. With us, you have the cards. But without us, you don't have any cards.
One more question.
An absolute fucking embarrassment. An absolute embarrassment. if you voted for this man, you should be embarrassed right now. You should be ashamed right now. The biggest embarrassment to ever soil the Oval Office with the stain of his foot. And can we just talk for a moment about the No New Wars president? The No New Wars president who is going to allow Russia to attempt to run roughshod over the remainder of Ukraine and potentially invade Poland. I'm convinced that the European allies will at least help Ukraine avoid that, even if our president is too much of a fucking puppet of the former KGB agent Vladimir Putin. But we're talking about letting Putin go roughshod over the remainder of Ukraine. We've threatened war or military action against Greenland. We've threatened military action against Panama. We've threatened military action, in essence, against Canada. We've talked about putting troops on the ground in Mexico. We're talking about going into Gaza, which I don't give a fuck what you say. The Gazans aren't going to go, oh, Trump wants it, we're out of here. It's going to be a fight. And it's not just going to be a fight against the Palestinians. Other Arab nations are going to back them. I guess the No New Wars thing was only a campaign thing, huh? Because he's sure looking to start a whole lot of different military conflicts ever since he's been sworn in, ever since he got back in office, and that's only been just a smidge over a month. What an absolute fucking embarrassment this man is.